Now to a fascinating private family drama that broke wide open today. Former President George H.W. Bush weighing in on his son's presidency in a new book, mincing no words about George W. Bush's rhetoric after 9/11 and airing his feelings about former Vice President Dick Cheney and former Defense Secretary Donald Rumsfeld. All of it coming right in the middle of Jeb Bush's struggling run for the presidency. NBC's Andrea Mitchell has the fallout.
Father and son, both presidents. And now for the first time, the father is breaking his silence about some of the son's most trusted war advisors, slamming Dick Cheney as an iron ass, Donald Rumsfeld as an arrogant fellow to John Meacham in Destiny and Power.
I took it as a mark of pride. I was aggressive in defending and carrying out what I thought were the right policies.
A complicated family drama now extending to the presidential hopes of another son, Jeb, who talked about it today with NBC's Casey Hunt.
My brother's a big boy. His administration was shaped by his thinking, his reaction to the attack on 9/11. I think my dad, like a lot of people that love George, wanted to try to create a different narrative. George would say, this was under my watch. I was commander-in-chief.
NBC's Tom Brokaw has talked to family friends.
There was always an idea that it was a strained relationship, but 41 would not publicly differ with his son. And they are very close personally, if not politically.
That's pretty stark stuff. We've never heard this from him before. He had never said this kind of thing in a public setting before.
The elder Bush also criticized what he calls his son's hot rhetoric, notably this fateful phrase about Iraq, Iran, and North Korea.
States like these and their terrorist allies constitute an axis of evil.
Rumsfeld told NBC News today, Bush 41 is getting up in years and misjudges Bush 43, who I found made his own decisions.
Well, that's very regrettable to say something like that. One thing about Bush 41 is time passes, we appreciate him more and more.
George W. Bush would not comment about his father, but issued a statement today saying he was proud to have served with Dick Cheney and Don Rumsfeld. That said, Bush 43 fired Rumsfeld, and by the end of his presidency had become noticeably distant from Cheney, perhaps concluding that his father knew best. In fact, the interviews with President Bush 41 began years ago, and when given a chance to elaborate more recently, the elder Bush indicated he would not change a word. Lester?
Andrew.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and then click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.